Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Every traders, welcome to another week live session coming up. After yesterday's one, this one also expecting to be exciting. We had a successful trade, quite a few won. We have seen yesterday in the live session, pretty good one. Let's keep looking at this kind of trading opportunity as today is another volatile day. This week and the next week, these 2 weeks quite important, as this week is the last week of the month and coming up also the NFP week. Let's first look at one by one to see what kind of trading opportunity we have, starting with the monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. I'm starting with XAUSD. If you guys have any instrument that you're looking at, you can write on the live chat. We can have a look at that one as well. So looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. So as why you are looking at the monthly, you might say, okay coach, we are not trading on the monthly, then why you are looking at the monthly? Well, monthly, weekly and daily higher time frame will give you clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame, and then we will be looking at even the 1 minute chart. That's completely fine. The most important part here is to look at the major flow is very important. If you guys look at, there's a flow everywhere. There's a flow in the market, there's a flow in the river, and also there is a flow in the universe. We'll be discussing on that one as well very soon. There is a lot of fun here, including the trading psychology as well as the technical analysis live trades. So take notes, sit tight for a big session coming up. So first of all, looking at the monthly, we can see that this is the monthly price action, which is pretty strongly bullish here at the moment. And in that bull market, you can see the price from that level. Once the market started its move, we could see that the market has made its move to the upside, and this is quite important as this current monthly candle showing significant bullish momentum. We could see further upside in this market. Dropping down to the weekly chart to see how the market is doing now. From the weekly, if you guys look at it, you can see this is the weekly price action from here. This is the weekly impulse followed by this pullback here, and that weekly candlestick pattern that we discussed in the previous analysis as well. You guys can see that this is the weekly drop, and there is a lot of traders has trapped in that area thinking that this is a bearish engulfer. The market gonna be reverse. That I have seen in many groups as well. And then just to see the market from that zone just as return back up, and only in this academy, if you guys looked at that, we expected for the market to bounce back up. It did that, and you can see from that zone the market made its move, is still showing that bullish momentum. Now at the moment, what we can see here, the previous weekly candle is also quite significant. There is a long wick at the top, highly likely that the price might go up and fill that long wick at the top, right? So this is what we are waiting, expecting for the market to go ahead, fill that long wick, and then to create a new higher high. So dropping down to the 4-hour chart here. Now in this lower time frame, from the 4-hour perspective, there is a 4-hour bullish engulfer with a long wick at the top. This is what we are talking about, guys, that this 4-hour candle is, as you can see, this is there is a long wick at the top here, and that long wick, if you guys look at it, you can see it's an important long wick, and we could see the price is going up to fill that long wick, and then with that filling of the long wick, we could see the price is going up and then creating a new higher high in this market. So this is what waiting to see the price show its, and so we see that intraday time frame from the 4-hour bullish, from the 1 hour also we can see that after this bullish engulfer the market is showing that bullish momentum. Now looking at the 15-minute chart here, this is the lower time frame. This is where we can start to see the clearer picture here. From this level there is a very strong breakout pullback. The market is in a trend at the moment. So let's look at here on the 1 minute chart to see. Now we are on the lower time frame. Here we saw that a couple of times we have seen the breakup structure in that area. So this is the breakup structure. You can see this is a multiple time the market has broken from that structure, grab the liquidity, enough. We saw that this is a ideal scenario. That the reason I'm saying that ideal, guys, sometimes you see that the wording is very important. Ideal scenario means that there has been a, a very nice change of trend after this drop. Now I also have posted an analysis on the free Telegram channel, guys. If you haven't joined there, right now you can join. There is a lot of quality content that I post. I don't want to post the shit on the channel so that you guys just waste your time. Two prediction that I given yesterday and today, both of them exactly has come out. If you guys really want to check it out in the free Telegram channel. Now from that zone you can see the price after formation of sideways movement, there is a breakout, pullback, breakout, breakup structure. Now the market is again trending in that direction. So therefore this is the trend that we can see that it's in the major direction. Now what we could see that if you look at the daily here, from the daily, today's high is here. Highly likely we could see a potential retest of this current daily price action. So this is at 3032 level. 3032 level is where waiting for the market to go to retest and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So this is our current status, not on a Facebook but on a trading. Okay, so this is our current status here, is that the market to break from the structure and then to give us a potential entry opportunity in this market. This is currently trending and highly likely you could see that trend to 30232 level. Are you guys with me? This is our target here, not entering into the trade, not a trade target. This is our observation that once we see proper breakup structure, that's where we will be entering into the trade. This is the plan. Let's either plan your trade or trade your plan. How is going with all of you guys? Welcome. Thank you for joining. Voice low. Doesn't seem to be. Can you hear me now properly? Yes. Hi everyone. Is the voice low or it's in your device? Guys, can you let me know in the live chat if the voice is low? Voice or voice? Voice is low. Thank you. Okay, so here we can see the voice is good. Welcome. Just Kevin. Anyone else on the good side or is still showing some kind of disruption? You can let me know. Thank you very much. Your volume mic is fine, not great, but it's there. Why not great? Should be great. Everything should be great. Good for me. Okay, what happened here? Should be that great one. Okay, maybe we need to settings adjusted. Let me see. I hope that now looks better. We might need to the update something. It's good. Thank you very much. Yes, voice is very voice is low. It's like coming through laptop PC microphone. Shouldn't be like that. I need to readjust it one moment. Audio input capture. This one. I hope that now looks better, because I think there previously was desktop sound. Are you guys can hear me now? Is it working? Yeah, okay, thank you. That's cool. Very good. All right, so let's look at now. We can see that XAUSD is in a very strong uptrend here at the moment, and we would like to see that XAUSD going in our favor, which is good to see that it's moving in that direction. And in the meantime, let's also look at potential entry opportunity. As soon as we will find that, we will be looking into that. We had a couple of trades early today, was pretty successful now in that area. If you guys look at it, you can see this is the 4-hour chart here, and in this 4-hour time frame, it's the 4-hour and the lower time frame. And in this lower time frame, you can see this is the 30 minutes chart, and in that lower time frame, the market has made its move, which is a stronger bullish momentum here. And with that bullish momentum, okay, so you can see the market is in that bullish momentum. Lower time frame price action is where this is a, if you guys look at it, you can see this is the move here. And with this movement, okay, so you can see this is there is an impulse and then the correction, and we can see another impulse, correction. The market is forming series of higher high and higher low, which is in an uptrending market structure. We'll be waiting for the price to break from that structure and then to potentially trend in the major direction. So we're waiting to see how the price is potentially doing. Would like to see the price is going in that direction where we have prepared for, and waiting to see the price is showing its hand. As soon as we will find that entry, we will be entering into that trade. So here is we can see this is the 15 minutes price action, and in that 15 minutes from here, this is an impulse, correction, doji formation, and we can see the market is in that direction, is trending, and would like to see that it's going back up to create a new higher high here, which is our primary objective here, to find the best trade possible in the market. Waiting to see the price is going up, hitting that level, and then creating a new higher high in this market. So here you can see, if you guys look at it, you can see this is a massive movement here, and in that move from the lower time frame, we can see the price has made its move, and with that movement, you can see this is a pretty strong breakout here in that area. And with that breakout, okay, so we can see from here a strong bullish impulse, and that bullish impulse may continue the price back to the upside here to create a new higher high. And lower time frame, again looking at that price action in this area where you can see the price, you can see this is a move, and would like to see that it has broken from the structure. If we see that enough confirmation from that breakup structure, that's where we will be entering in the trade, waiting to see the price is showing its hand. Once we see the price is showing its hand, we are ready to jump on a trade. Are you guys ready to jump on a trade? But patience is key, as I mentioned, always so guys, when you are looking at the trade, always look at the market that is trending, and then wait patiently to enter into the trade. That's the key here. Okay, so wait patiently to enter into the trade, and once you see the market is giving you that hand, that's where we will be entering into that trade. Waiting for the price to give us that potential entry here. So far it's showing that bullish. We'll see how far. Now here you can see this is a move from this support level, a stronger bullish impulse here, and okay, the market has reached that resistance line here, and it's coming for a pullback. That's why we're waiting to see that the breakout structure. We saw that breakout structure. Now, as the market has broken from the structure, if it is coming for a deeper pullback, we can look for further entry opportunity to that resistance line. Would like to see that deeper drop here, and once we see that swing, there is a swing high here, okay, so which is resistance turning support. Wanting to see the market has broken below, tested that previous resistance, which is turning support here, and then trending to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. We'll be waiting to see how the price might be doing, and based on that we can look for trading opportunity in this market. So you can see the price is slowly building that pressure here, and again there is another movement to the upside. It's now in a pullback. We would like to see that, as I mentioned, a complete breakout structure. Then we will be entering into the trade once we see the price has broken from that structure. Once we see the price in a zone, that's where we will be entering into that trade. And as soon as we will find that, at the moment we see that the consolidation pattern here, which is very important to look at, and also would like to see the lower time frame price action to see how the market might be doing. Looking at 5 minutes here, this is where there is a bullish price action in that area, and what we can see here in this zone, this is a you can see that this is a complete sideways movement, a narrow consolidation. This structure, if it breaks below, this kind of structure in an uptrend, if it breaks below, we can place the pending order for short-term movement here. And this is the daily high today so far, 3032. Now waiting to see it as it has consolidated in that area. This kind of structure, if it straight away going up, it's not a good idea to enter because it didn't grab enough liquidity here. Would like to see that it drops well below, grab enough amount of liquidity, and then we can look for that entry in this market. Guys, I hope that you're enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, make sure you give a thumbs up, smash it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Welcome, thank you. And here you can see this is a very interesting structure formation. Sometimes it does that when the market want to gather a good amount of liquidity for a bigger move, it creates this kind of structure. Now when you see, I want to show you a couple of zones here in the same way. You see this kind of structure when it forms, you see in the same format here, and it has broken below, grab the liquid and bounce back up. You will find that over and over again in the market, that kind of structure here also, and then broken below and trend in that direction. So it's always a good idea to be aware of this kind of structure, to understand that in what situation we will be triggering that button, right? That the buy and sell. This is our goal here. Finding out the zone where there is a buy and sell. Are you guys ready for this week, last week of the month? And I'm really excited about this week and next week, because gold is currently trending very aggressively in both direction. When it is coming for a pullback, also we are getting a lot of trend, and which is the main zone that look at when we are trading. We need to look at a market that is trending, right? You don't want to trade in a market that is just in a sideways. And when the market is trending, that's where opportunity, right? Because the market normally trades 30% of the time, trend 30% of the time, 70% of the time the market just move in a sideways. And trading on a sideways, especially in a 1 or 2 candle range, it just, you will be losing money. And that is why finding a market that is trending is essential as a trader. And if you guys really passionate about trading, I want to know how many traders are really passionate about trading, then you must look for the market that is trending. I really emphasize this because retail trader, there is a tendency to buy from the low, sell from the high, which is the supermarket strategy. But here in trading, everything is upside down. So we will be looking to buy in a bull market and sell in a bear market. How do you know that? By understanding the market structure. There are 3 secrets in the market structure, liquidity, and price action, and all of our strategies based on these 3 secrets. So if you know that 3 secrets, you started to see the market completely different way, removing all the noise that you can see in the market. Guys, keep in mind that there are 3. When you are trading, right, so you'll see there is a lot of noise out there, and it's very important that as a trader you always stay fully focused. Where the attention goes, energy flows, right? So if you look at here, let's say 2 beam of light, one is torchlight like that, right, with a bigger outlet, the other one narrow outlet. If you release the lights in both of these torchlight, the same amount of light will give you, this one will have a higher intensity than that, right? So the narrower, it means that the narrower the focus, because focus itself is energy, right? The narrower the focus, the higher the intensity. That means that the simpler the strategy, the higher it's easy for you to identify. That's what I do. I posted early today, guys, on the VIP chat group, the live account, some of my trades that I have taken in scalping. If you guys have time, please have a review on that, because it's important that, the reason I'm posting those live account trade is because that exactly, you see my entry, my stop loss, how I'm managing the risk, and see how tight the stop loss, and see also in what situation I have taken the trade. I really want you to give some time behind it, because that's how you started to know that how scalping works, how day trading works. And when you want to make those kind of decisions as a trader, especially in 1 minute chart, sometimes one candle I use as an entry, you have maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds time to make a decision, guys, to understand. See, what I'm saying is a completely practical and observation, the knowledge of observation and practical knowledge that will change your trading completely. See, when you look at the market, let's say candlestick pattern, this is the 1 minute candle is forming. You'll see that more often how the candle will be closed is determined by the last maybe 10 seconds. What do I mean by this? In 50 seconds, you might see that the candle is like that. Okay. In the last 10 seconds, you might see the candle became like that. Sometime less than this, right? That's the key. So if your strategy is to trade this candle, and this is the 1 minute candlestick pattern, and when the candle here, you start to think, okay, that's a very good strategy. I'm gonna buy here. As soon as you press the buy button on 20 seconds before the candle close, the candle has dropped here, okay, and closed here. So for 10 seconds, your trading completely became different way, right? You're not gonna take that trade if the candle close here. So you have sometime 10 seconds to press that buy or sell button. And that's 10 seconds. How many confluence you can consider during these 10 seconds to make your trading decision, right? That's what you need, a simplest strategy. So that you know that this is exactly what I will be looking at, and that's what I will be entering into the trade. And that's where understanding the liquidity is important, because when you know that there is a liquidity gap, you are ahead, and just wait for the candle close, press that entry button, and you are done. Now that's why, now if you are a complete beginner, let's say you wanna trade on 4-hour chart or the daily chart, that's a different story. Okay, so you can still trade on those time frame. You have a plenty of time, a 4-hour candle close, and you have maybe 15 minutes time to analyze the chart, which is completely fine if you want to swing trade or day trade. Because I really don't I trade swing. I used to trade, but these days I'm doing a lot of day trading and scalping, because it takes really time to resolve a trade. And because I'm a short-term trader, I like to close fastest way possible so that I can get into another trade. But if you're a beginner, yeah, trading on higher time frame for learning purpose is very important. Okay, so I would suggest you to trade on higher time frame if you're a complete beginner, and at the same time you can trade here in this live session in a demo account so that you can learn the lower time frame trading. Because if you are trading on the lower time frame, you really need to have a precise strategy that will give you an edge in the market, and that's why the strategy comes in play. Now if you don't have a strategy, don't worry, there is a lot of plenty of strategies even on the channel, free strategies you can learn from the channel. There's a lot, and also the mentorship available at the moment. If you want to advance your skill, if you want to take your trading to the next level, just for a few days, probably it's gonna be ending very soon, because we are taking only few members with 95% off. Unbelievable, it's true. 95% off joining the academy, and it's gonna be ending without notice, because only few members will be taking in that discount today and few days. It's open now. You can find that link below this video in the description. Visit www.forextradingwizard.com right now and join that here if you really want to take your trading to the next level. But if you can do it yourself, yeah, absolutely, you're welcome. I was one of them. I really learned hard way, and I lost a lot of money. Okay, it's true that you can learn, and self-learning sometimes become very, very rewarding. Okay, so if you can learn yourself, it's gonna be rewarding. That I would say that don't join. Okay, learn yourself. And sometime I made a mistake that cost me $25,000, $30,000, but that worth losing, because I learned a lot. But I think that that's a very hard way. If you want to speed up your process, that's where you can visit www.forextradingwizard.com, or if you are dedicated, if you want to dedicate your whole life as a trader, then keep learning yourself. Okay, this is the key. Or you can join the academy where you have millions of traders trading together. I mean, not in our academy yet millions of traders, but we are part of millions of traders all around the world, and this academy also going to be in that place. So if you guys want to be part of that for the rest of your life, this is an opportunity. Now you can visit the website and then visit www.forextradingwizard.com. You can find the link below this video. And 95% off on joining, and it's gonna be ending immediately very soon, so don't miss out to that. And with that being said, let's look at now here where it is heading at the moment. Coming back to the chart again, lower time frame price action, you can see this is the 30 minutes candlestick pattern here, and in this 30 minutes time frame, let's wait to see where we can see that market structure. Let's wait to see, guys. Here is the level now. Okay, so you can see that from here it's an impulse, and that's a massive impulse here on XAUSD, waiting to see that the market is moving back to the upside here. Okay, all right, so want to see that. Yeah, you can see it's coming back here. 15 minutes again, looking at the low. 30 minutes also important support level. So once it tests here, we can look for that entry opportunity with a pending order. Would like to see, first of all, it has done enough pullback in that zone, and this is my level here. If it drop back below or in that zone, we can look for an entry in that move here, and it might go back to that liquidity zone. Well done. EURUSD, yeah, we will be looking at. Anyone here looking at EURUSD? Francis, what's the price of your lifetime access, and what does one get in the course? Thank you, Francis. Currently, as I mentioned, 95% off, and in the lifetime access, you will be accessing everything, including all the courses, VIP signal channel, and as well as trading tools available currently in the academy, and also developing more and more indicators, all the indicators, including our TF strategy indicator, as well as other supports, VIP chat group. And anytime, if you have any question, you can directly reach out, and it's for the lifetime. And it's ending because it's just a short-term opportunity for the newcomers, so that they have the opportunity to learn and grow as a trader with me in the academy. Thank you. And here, what you can see that this is the 30 minutes candlestick pattern. Would like to see the prices has dropped to that level. All right, so looking at in that area. Okay, so here you can see this is a structure formation. Okay, so 30 minutes price action looks very interesting. Here is a gap open, and there is another move. So this one looks interesting because this one is showing that bullish pattern. You know, I was waiting to see that breakout structure, but it might just keep pushing up again. 15 minutes closed. Thank you. So our goal here is to wait for the breakout structure, right? So you can see the market is respecting this 20 EMA and the 10 EMA. And once we see that it has dropped well in that zone, that's where we will be looking into that trade. Welcome. All right, want to see that breakout structure? We can see that from that zone it started to break from that structure. So you can see there is a long wick here, and with that long wick we can expect is the market to break below so there is a doji, and yeah, we see that breakup structure. This is the level that I would like to see that this is the 30 minutes price action, almost to the support level. Okay, now in this market we will be placing that buy stop once we see it has prepared for that move, and I would like to place the buy stop above this area, stop loss keeping below this structure, TP target to the daily high. I think that we might see even potentially break up this daily high, and so buy stop placing at 3030.102, stop loss at 3027.74, TP target 3032.354. Placing the buy stop here, and if we we can partially keep running some of the position, but at the moment let's extend the profit target, and once we see enough movement we can extend, we can take the trade, or we can keep it on at the moment here in this zone that I am placing that pending order. And stop loss here at TP target placing a pending order here on XAUSD. So we place the pending order in that area on XAUSD, and with this pending order we are seeing that the market from this level, if it managed to bounce, that's where we will be in that trade in this market. Now you can see that this is a support zone, where from this support there is a bounce, and in that bounce would like to see the price is trending, waiting to see the market is heading to that upside here. Okay, so 1 minute bullish rejection potentially to the, expecting it to the upside. Okay, so here is now we see that doji, and our pending order is 3030.80. If it managed to break to the upside, we will be on the trade. Are you guys ready for potential entry here? If it may come back further, as we can see there is a narrow candle formation, and would like to see that this is the 30 minutes price action, which what I see that potentially bullish. But if we see the market has, you know, that from that bullish price action, that's where the opportunity comes in. 15 minutes so far showing that impulse. Now 5 minutes price action also showing some upside here. Couple of doji formation, waiting to see that it's breaking, or it may come further below here, which is also possible to happen. It may drop for a bigger pullback to that level. If it doesn't break, then we are not on the trade. In that case, there is a fair value gap here. If it reverse, it immediately could drop to the fair value gap, also possible. Let's wait to see what it's trying to do at the moment. I think we might see a potential reversal pattern formation. Yeah, maybe we could see that we may see a breakout structure here. Yeah, we see that breakout structure. The market started to drop from that level, and now as we see that breakout structure, let's wait to see the market to restructure itself. Then we can change the pending order if needed, because if the market started to reverse, we may see that pending order again in that area. So looking at the 1 minute chart here, you can see that after forming that sideways movement, it's potentially coming back below here, and in that case it might suddenly drop back to the 3021 level. We'll see that if it does. So I'm closing my pending order, closing out, because it dropped back below. We need to readjust the pending order again. So we will be readjusting, waiting for the market to restructure. Here we may see that the price coming for a deeper drop here, and would like to see that coming here for a deeper drop. There is a doji formation in that area. Now if it is moving back again in the major direction of the trend, that's what we will find that opportunity to enter. Now if still sellers selling, then we can look at here to break this 3021 level. There is a fair value gap. You can see this is a clean fair value gap. If you are not sure about what is a fair value gap, you can say in the live chat that we will be discussing on that, as we are looking at everything for education. Now see, there is a candlestick pattern formation starting to move back up. We'll see that what kind of price action is forming. Getting a reaction from this support level, 30 minutes, a doji. It might form even a doji. Getting a rejection from the top. Okay, we can see that from this, after break of this high, so we may see that we may see bearish move, some bearish move for short term, and that could be the price to come back again to the order block. If it reverses, then we may see here, because there is a all of this, there is a lot of fair value gap imbalance. That means that, and that imbalance one start to break those imbalance, it may break below this 3021 level, and then we might see that reaction after that 3020 level to the upside here. Okay, there is another candle closed in that area, and there's another candle close, a doji formation. A doji formation with a liquidity grab, and you can see that 1 minute doji with a liquidity grab. So downward, we see the downtrend, and we may see that continuation of that downtrend here. Okay, so we see that there's a 1 minute bearish engulfer, a doji, and then reaction from the top. So we may see that pardon me guys, we may see that reversal here in that area. Yeah, we may see the market to come back here for to fill some of this imbalance in the zone, but it's still not entering because we need to see the price action confirmation. It's just our prediction and the probability. But looking at here, okay, so how the price action is forming is the most important to look at. Now you can see if it wants to continue the trend, so what we see guys here in that area, this is a now after this trend we saw that break of structure to that support level. I have closed the pending order. We'll be waiting to see now as the market has broken below that level, below that structure, and we would like to see that it has gained enough momentum after deeper liquidity grab in this market, and that is what waiting to see the market to show potential entry. This is what we're waiting to see. And with that being said, now a couple of doji formation, it may just keep pushing back down here as well. As quite a few narrow doji formation. Now this is a very sideway, and that's why we have to wait to see the market to fully restructure and rearrange. Good morning. Yes, Francis, it's still that, but it may change anytime. Danny, hello sir, I have a simple question. If you can give me a short summarized answer. Yesterday, what made you to put a buy limit when the gold was continuously falling when in an Asian session? We had a successful trade, that as far as I remember. How many years experience, bro? Well, that's a good question, right? I would like to ask you guys. Then I'm gonna also sharing my knowledge and experience. So I would like to see all the members here. How many years of experience you have in trading? Just make an action. Thank you. Venom asked a question. How many years experience? So guys, share your some thought of in trading. How long you are trading? Okay. Now it's slowly building a downward pressure here. Now from this zone, we can see that it's slowly trying to with this multiple liquidity gap, we see that there is a visible head and shoulder here at the moment. So it didn't break above, it's trying to break below. If that's the case, we can look to see it's coming here potentially to this support level. If we reverse, we might see that significantly coming back to the order block. Because anytime we can expect it to come back. Okay, with a bearish move, we see that the market tested that high. Yeah, we may see some short-term drop here. Okay, if we see enough pullback, we will be entering into the trade in this downtrend. All right, so as it form a doji, what we can see, guys, you can see it's trying to continue to drop here with a multiple liquidity gap. We may see either coming here 3023 level. So let's see how we can find potential entry in this area as it is trending, for us to look for that's a pretty strong drop here. We can look to enter by market, but it's still like to see if it is stabilized. We come back here 3021 level. We saw that again pullback, and if the trend would like to continue, then we might see a different picture. Let's wait to see if the market want to continue a trend or would like to break below again. Okay, now this is a, you can see this is a, here it may reverse potentially. If it does, that's where you will find an entry, but let's wait to see. I see that there is a potential for some bias here. Would like to see that this is the 15 minutes closed, and 15 minutes candle close important, because if it is closing as a red candle in 30 seconds remaining, we with this dodgy formation, either to market to trend again or coming back again to retest. In the last moment, we have 15 seconds to go. Okay, there is a probability for now you can see there is a doji and reaction from that level. Okay, so with this doji formation on the 15 minutes, this is a very narrow doji on 15 minutes, and you can see, so it might form another doji and then bounce. It's very complex price action at the moment, so we will be waiting to see how it is reorganizing. Is it respecting this resistance coming back here, or it is, you know, forming a kind of inverted head and shoulder, not being able to break the low and then moving up. This kind of price action normally breaks in that direction. See that? Yeah, so this could be false breakout, this green candle. Now you can see that if it false breakout, then if it is valid breakout, we could see that weak fill, then continuation to the upside, or we may see that break below and then continuation to the downside. Which one is likely to play out? That's what we will be looking at here in this market. Okay, with the false breakout, it has created a possibility to break below here, and in that case we might see a retest of this support. Here is with this one here, long wick doji, and the market is trending here. With the trend, we can expect it to break below that level here, and it's a completely sideways market at the moment. We are not able to exactly predict the market properly, and we will be waiting to see the price to show that proper possibility in the market. With this long wick candle formation, there is a long wick here and also this forming another long wick, so we'll be waiting to see the market to show and prepare itself fully. Price action is in both direction yet. we look at the 4-hour here, we can see that on the support, so it might range on the lower time frame for a little while. But carrying that drop. And yeah, breaking from that neckline with this, you can see this is a red bearish candle breaking from the neckline, waiting to see the market to come back here to the support level and then to create a new lower low. Now this is the 15-minute move. Now we can consider it as a pullback. So if it has done enough pullback, we can look for bullish entry in that area. And if you also look at in that zone, okay, so you can see that how when the market dropped, how the price action has formed. Okay, there's a long week liquidity grab drop, there's a long week candle here drop, there's a long week candle here drop, there's a long week candle here drop. So we see that the market is whenever grabbing the liquidity, it is dropping. So waiting to see the market is coming down and then grabbing that liquidity. Okay, so still not fully prepared for directional bias. If you look at the daily here, this is another interesting price action here, daily. So if you guys look at it, you can see this is the daily price action. Let's delete all of that to see the daily movement. Now daily price action, this is the daily support. Okay, and from that daily support, there's a gap open, and with that gap open from this daily support, we might see the market has made its bounce to the upside. If we look at the daily here, you can see this is the daily movement from the 4-hour chart here. This is the 4-hour support level, and from that 4-hour support, expecting it to have a reaction to the upside. And 1 hour here, you can see this is a long week candle, 30 minutes and 5 minutes here, 1 minute going back to that lower time frame. The market trend is here, trying to revert back up. We'll be waiting to see a complete change of trend, then we can look to enter. If we see that a complete change of trend, that's where we can look for that entry opportunity in this market. This is a, as I mentioned before guys, this is a sideways movement. So when sideways movement, we have to wait to see the market to show proper directional bias. And so you see that close market, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Sydney, open markets, New York, Frankfurt and London. So we see that pretty important session going on, but we'd like to see that the market has prepared for and from that zone it's started to come back here. Yeah, the probability for drop is increasing, and it may, this is the 1 hour price action almost coming to the support. If it drops here, that's where we will be entering into the trade. I think the probability to come back here is higher now because of the So there is a reaction. If you guys look at it, you can see from this level here, which is the possibility for bearish move. Okay, so what we can see after another liquidity grab in that area, it's trying to I think we might see, sudden liquidity grab and then to bounce. Very choppy. And when we see the market choppy, the only thing that we have to wait is for the price to show proper positioning. That's where you can find the entry. This is the 1 hour price action. And so if you look at 1 hour, it's on the 1 hour resistance. And looking at 15 minutes, this is at the moment in a zone where it may break to the upside and trend, or it may just drop back again to the support level. Both probability is possible. And so a complete breakout structure. I think that breakup structure is potential for an uptrend. All right, so we see that market is showing that bullish momentum in that area, and as we see that there is a possibility for an uptrend, we'll be placing a pending order above this area. If it return to the direction. Now it even may do the opposite movement. We'll see that what kind of price action. You can see there is a red move here, so that might lead the price back to the support. And okay, so what we see that there is a breakout structure, and that is looks like that it was a fake out, and because of the fake out we may see some downside here. We saw that there was a fake out. Now what I'm going to do, guys, here I'm going to place a pending order, show sell stop loss above this high for this potential drop, because as he said, made the fake out, we might see coming back to that order block. So it's a sell stop in that area. Sell stop, placing a sell stop, placing the sell stop at 3025.373, stop at 3028.423, TP at 3021.516. we may be able to adjust if needed. Place that sell stop. If the market going in our favor, then we will be taking some pip here, starting the day. So place the sell stop and expecting it to drop in that direction. So place the sell stop, and I think as this is a huge liquidity grab, we may see some bearish drop here in this market. So we place that pending order here, and would like to see that it's being able to break below, unless again another wave of liquidity grab. Didn't trigger, so it's bounced back up. So wait to see that what kind of price action is trying to form. Okay, so there is a reaction with a long wick candle. Let's see if this reaction is a liquidity grab or continuation. Alright guys, so you can see back to back 2 long wick rejection, and that might be, let's see if this is the sign of break below. Sometimes the price action form like that. When it form, and this kind of price action that only we can look at to see that how it might be feeling that here. This kind of price action is not easily predictable, so you'll see that what it might be doing. So if we look at the 30 minutes, now 30 minutes here, we can see that this is the 30 minutes price action, and also the 15 minutes forming okay, so it didn't break below. Instead we see that bull move, and again closing the pending order, it didn't move. So it's a very complex sideways structure has formed. So we may see now a movement in that direction here in this market to create that potential new higher high here. So we will be waiting. The pending order is closed again, didn't move in that direction, so we might see that continuation of this uptrend here, and or a complete rejection from the top. But I think continuation of uptrend is possible. And once it make that move, and then on a pullback we can look for entry. At the moment we can see that the market is in fact in a very strong uptrend here. It reached the top, and the way the trend is showing, it may continue to rise. So if it is rising in that uptrend, and as you can see, it's rising that uptrend with again another potential pullback. Now, if the market managed to break to the upside, we may see that the price is heading in that direction. And from that point of view, if you look at bulls doesn't look to me yet very confident after this pullback. Once we see it is fully confident, that's where we'll be looking into that trade. Okay, so here is some movement. Once we see a complete breakout, we will be in the trade. Okay, so looks like that we may see here okay, so if the market is reversing from that, we may see a complete breakup structure from the resistance line. But let's wait to see what it is planning to do, the market at the moment. This is a complete breakup structure, and if it does, then it may straight drop back down here. So wait to see. All right, so if it is having a reaction from the top, then we might see that again coming back to the order block or breaking above. It's the question now, which way it is likely to be heading. I think the market is still possible to have a reaction. There's a gap open. In this area is bullish, but both way possible. Today's price action really doing very different, but which is good to see that the market sometime behave differently. But our goal here is to wait until we see because there was a lot of consolidation in that area, and that consolidation has given in fact this kind of price action in the market. So this is the 15 minutes bullish engulfer, followed by this current one is a doji. And now if this one coming for a deeper pullback, then we may see the price to grab more liquidity. So wait to see a directional bias. A clear directional bias is important. Okay, we see that drop and coming back here in that direction to the support level. There is a doji, and would like to see that the market is from the doji to break below here to create a new lower low. And yeah, would like to see that it's having a downtrend to that support level. Okay, another bearish candle formation. You see, we started here our session, this whole session there is a sideway movement. So but we saw the trend earlier, because as I mentioned, the market doesn't trend all the time, so it's in a consolidation phase. But we will see that anytime that breakout, and once we see that breakout or breakdown, that's where we will see the opportunity. Now if it is breaking from that structure here, we may see boom melt back down to the support level. Now 15 minutes looks like that there is a reaction from the top, and that may bring the price back to the liquidity zone. Okay, we see that drop back down to the liquidity zone. Okay, we see that breakup structure in that area, and that breakup structure may lead the price back to the support level. Okay, now you can see that the market is showing that see there is a massive move. Coming back below, and we can see that break, and is the market trending or coming back below? I think we could see that trend start to drop. Has broken completely, break below. So we see that this is a breakup structure here, and it may come back here to that liquidity zone someday, sometime. We have to be patient, guys. I hope that you are understanding it, because that's how trading is. Someday we have to be fully patient to that to market to give us that entry, which is very important, right? So patience is key. there's a gap open, and gap open we may see in that direction. So for us to enter, let's see if we place a buy sell stop here. Okay, placing a sell stop in that area for this potential drop to that liquidity zone. Sell stop placing at 3023.90. $3023.905. Stop at 3026.747, and TP target at 3021.438. So placing a sell stop here. What's happening? It's too late. Okay, I'm entering by market. It just came time, so I have opened a sell position here by market with this data, and expecting it to return back in the direction of the trend. This is a liquidity zone here, as the market had a complete break of a structure. Would like to see that it's coming again back below, though we see again a pullback. Let's see that this is a, I don't think the bulls will be able to bounce that far, but it's trying to do that. And okay, here let's look at to see the key here is to keep the, you know, that the market to trend yeah, so you see there's some reaction coming up. Like to see that drop here, so you see a couple of pips here. Like to see if it is dropping back below. Well, I think that there's a huge fair value gap here. This is an order block, and there's a here. Okay, so we even keep our TP a little below. I think if it breaks below here, then we could see the TP is coming to 3020 level. Okay, so I'm moving my TP to 3020 level. 3020.666. Alright, so I move my TP here, and okay, now yeah, we may see that downward pressure here in that zone. The possibility for bearish is higher. So my price at entry. I hope that guys you're also enjoying this trade. I would like to see a feedback in the live chat, guys. If you are on the trade, if you're on this trade, I would like to see a feedback. So as the market has broken below, we could see a possible a drop here. We are on the trade, as I mentioned. So, and if this drop, we may see that it's below this level potentially, because there is a fair value gap. So fair value gap is an imbalance in the market. So as this market in a downtrend, we can expect for the price to drop down and then fill that fair value gap and then come back down here. Thanks for joining the live session, guys. If you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every day. All right, so here is a narrow reaction in that area. Okay, so the price action, yeah, the probability to break below is higher, but at the same time, you see sometimes it's getting a reaction as well to the upside. So we'll see that what kind of price action is trying to create in that area, which is a probability in both direction. But I think we could see that the market to retest the daily low, which is, and with a doji, the red doji, is the red doji is a bearish or bullish? That's the question that we need to ask. Okay, if this one is closing as a doji, that's a selling pressure potentially, and that's selling pressure. Would like to see that coming in that direction, unless it wants to grab more liquidity in that area, which we may see that doing. It's got a reaction again to the upside. All right, so we can see that it grabbed another liquidity. Now multiple liquidity gap again. Now is it coming for a weak fill or continuation to the upside? That's the key here to look at. We have seen again another liquidity gap, so multiple times it's having a false breakout, which could eventually here at our entry. Yeah, I think we could see that it's targeting this FVG because there's a big imbalance here, and in that case if it come back here we could see that the price is breaking below here. If it drops, let's wait to see that what kind of liquidity grab it is trying to take. Getting rejection from the top. Yeah, that's where you see that downside. And as I mentioned, we are on the profit zone at the moment with that trade. So with this profit running, would like to hold it for the full TP here in that zone to 30. I think we could see, because this market started to drop, we may see that a trend to come back here to the 302021 level, as we have mentioned. So there is a fair value gap here, and the price is heading to that fair value gap. Okay, and let's keep it running. Are you guys enjoying? Now you see that yesterday successful trade, today also you have another one running in. And if you guys are enjoying the education and trades, so don't hesitate to like this stream and also stick to the channel for more updates, education that I'm posting every day, including the analysis as well as the education, so that you guys can speed up your learning and growth as a trader. So here we can see that that movement, we may see that it's potentially filling that fair value gap. And okay, so there is a long wick candle here. Now this long wick candle potentially a reaction or a rejection. That's what we're looking at. Now if it is closing as a narrow red candle, so you can see that it's potentially grabbing that liquidity. So we may see that if it is grabbing the liquidity, we may see that continuation of this movement to the support level here, which is it's pretty aggressively doing here. Now the doji, formation of the doji, and Yeah, so it's breaking to the opposite direction, so I'm still holding it. Okay, so another bearish candle formation. So we are up on this trade for 22 pip. I'm going to exit the trade as 22 pip profit running, which is good to see. $23 pip, and yeah, we see that you can see the market is heading in the direction for another pullback. And once we see that it has done a pullback, and I think that let's delete this line here, and okay, so dodgy formation, and the way the price action forming is still possibility for bearish move here in this market. Coming to the this candle that we can see on the 5 minutes, also forming red bearish price action here. What you can see here in that area, this is a big bearish candle followed by narrow price action, and okay, so some local move in that area. So we have successfully closed the trade, and we'll be waiting to see further opportunity throughout the session. As you can see, this is just a beginning. We have more opportunity coming as with the progression of the NY session. and we have completed another successful trading days. Also, we still have a couple of hours for the NY session, is still fully remaining. I will keep watching the chart for the best trade possible in our both groups. And in the meantime, traders, I hope that you enjoyed this live session. Before I leave, make sure you also stay connected by joining all the links in the description. Currently there is 95% off on joining the mentorship, including all the trading tools, strategies, education available in the academy. So you can take that opportunity by visiting the website, link below this video in the description area. So with that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you again very soon trading live together. Until that, stay well.